Hey guys, my name is Cameron and I want to welcome you to my brand new YouTube channel here entitled Cam's Backcountry Overland Adventures and my next video. Okay, for today's video, I just briefly here want to go over some of the equipment that I take with me on my backcountry ATV adventures. I found this equipment to be very handy and convenient, and there's several variations, obviously, of all of this stuff out there on the market, but this is stuff I have, and I just wanted to briefly go over that with you. For those of you that don't know yet, that haven't seen the other videos on my channel here yet, everything on this channel, including this video, all the gear and everything is related to my new purchase of my new ATV. I have a CF Moto 1000 Overland, and everything on this channel is devoted to that bike and the adventures I take with it. And this video is no different. So this is some of the equipment that I take with me on my overland adventures. So one other quick thing on the bike. One of the primary reasons I chose the CF Moto 1000 Overland was because of the huge cavernous hard-sided cargo boxes. You can see a video of those cargo boxes right here on this channel, and all of this stuff you see here easily fits in the center cargo boxes. There's 3 cargo boxes that come with the bike from the factory, and the middle one is the biggest, and everything you see here easily fits in there and then some. It holds a lot. So that gives you room in the other boxes for food, clothes, you know, when you're going to head out on that backcountry ATV adventure and you're going to get away from civilization and away from people. You're going to be out there for a while. So you need to be able to carry and bring a lot of gear with you. So at any rate, I will give you the prices for all of this stuff that you see here at the end of the video. And one other quick thing here. YouTube only allows you 10-minute long videos for new channels, so that means we got to talk fast. Okay, one of the first items that I found to be very useful for my backcountry adventures, indeed camping in general, is a fire steel. And I like a fire steel versus matches and lighters, because you can get this thing wet, you can just get it muddy, doesn't matter, it is going to produce lots of sparks. This just happens to be a Gobspark Armageddon. No kidding, that's the real name. Google it, Gobspark Armageddon. And I found it to be very, very useful. And it's a lot better than matches or a lighter or anything else. Okay, next, you should bring stoves with you if you plan on boiling water for coffee or cooking anything, obviously. I don't take both of these. In fact, I only took this one with. This is a butane model. That is a propane model. I prefer this one because this gets hotter faster, has more oomph to it. Just cooks faster, yada yada. So that's why I chose to go with there's a butane stove. And don't forget the fuel canisters, okay? All right. Next is a Ryobi 10-inch 18-volt chainsaw. And this comes with a 4 amp hour battery. And this is also a brushless model. And so that's going to give you more power. It's going to have a longer running time, and just the motor overall is going to last longer when you have a brushless one. This is 10-inch, like I said. I looked at the 8-inch that was there, and they also have a 6-inch, but that was like way too small. So I went with the 10-inch, and I'm pretty happy with it to this point. And I did use it. So I cut up some kindling and everything at one of my campsites, and I just love it. So it's nice and small and handy, and it fits in my cargo boxes real nice. So and it has a little pump oil switch there that you can make sure that your chain and everything is oiled up. But really nice little chainsaw, and actually a necessity, I think, if you're going to do backcountry ATVing on some of those trails back there. Zoiks. Okay, next, got an AeroPress coffee maker, and this uses coffee grounds versus like coffee beans. I mean, everything in here, I bought the bag and everything. It all comes in a kit here. You've got filters, the plunger, canister, all that. You have to get your own coffee, of course, but there's a video on this channel of this coffee maker, and if you like fresh ground, fresh brewed coffee when you're out there on your overland adventures, this is a hot ticket item right here. Just the AeroPress coffee maker. Next, we've got a Ryobi 18 volt high pressure inflator. It has a really cool digital gauge on the back there. And this little thing's got, you know, quite a bit of power. I used it on my last trip, and I mentioned I bought a brand new bike. Well, CF Moto, when you buy a brand new bike, they don't pump the tires up very much. There's about 6-7 pounds pressure in there. And so if you've seen the videos on my channel here of my last trip, you know how much gear I brought and how much gear I was carrying on the bike. Well, I wanted to pump up the tires a little bit. So I pumped them up to 15 pounds pressure, each of them. And altogether, all 4 tires, pumping them up from about 6-7 pounds to 15 pounds, only took like 5 minutes. So this thing does pack quite a little punch. And it goes pretty good. The only thing that I don't really care for is there's no way to lock the switch from being pressed. For instance, when you pack it away like I do, squeeze it in those cargo boxes, it would be real easy for that thing to go off and you perhaps not know about it. So one thing to remedy this, I simply take the battery pack off and there you go. But it comes with a few onboard features and everything. So 4 amp battery, amp hour battery. It's going to last a long time. So, and I don't know why I went with Ryobi. I went to Home Depot, looked at all different varieties, all brands. I just decided to go with Ryobi. So I figured, well, if I'm going to buy Ryobi that, might as well buy Ryobi that, right? So, so that's why. Okay, next, we've got some chest waders here. These just happen to be Compass 360 Rogues, and they're chest waders that come all the way up to my shoulder. 100% waterproof, and it's thick material. And I'll tell you, one thing I learned is getting on and off the ATV with these things on is a challenge. Just bending your legs, your hips with these things on. This is a snug fit for these, and I'll tell you, they did work though. They kept me nice and dry and comfortable out there. And I went by a couple other people that were out there, in fact, on my last trip, and I did get quite a bit of rain, but these things kept me nice and toasty. I had a nice overcoat and gloves and everything. Man, I was set to go, and I went all day. So chest waders, another great piece of equipment that I took along. Okay, this here is a charge box. 900 amp Great Way, they call it, is the brand. And it's got 12 volt receptacles here. It's also got ACB or USB chargers. It's got a little light here. If you got a dead battery on the ATV, you can charge up your, get it jump started there. And it also has an air pump on back. Don't use the air pump, but it's there in case you need it. And found it to be very useful. I bring my Sirius XM unit with, and I simply plug that into the cigarette lighter there, and then all you need is a radio, and you got Sirius XM wherever you go. So that's what I use it for. So okay, so how much is all of this stuff? All right. Okay, so the Gobspark Armageddon there, on firesteel.com, is $36.99. The stoves I've had with for a long time, but that Primus Classic Trail butane stove was like $19 like 10 years ago, and that's like $25, the propane one. The Ryobi 10-inch chainsaw was $169 at Home Depot. Coffee maker was $69 at REI. The air inflator was, I think, $40 for the pump, and then you got to pay $100 for the battery. The neoprene chest waders were $169 at Fleet Farm, and the charge box was $129 at Northern Tool. Okay, guys, that's some of the equipment that I bring on my ATV adventures. Hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up, and we're about 10 minutes, so thank you for tuning in, guys.